Drawing overlay in Paddabit Quantify. So if you have a project that you're working on, bid that you're putting together, and an addenda comes out that replaces one of the drawings or even replaces simply a section of the drawing here, you can overlay one drawing on top of another. So at any point, you can come and add addenda files into your estimate and then refresh the estimate here to open it up. And you'll see we have the drawing E5 from Addenda 3, and then we have our base one that we've done our takeoff on. So what we can do here is right click on the drawing that we want to use as our base. So we want to overlay a drawing on top of this one. And then we select overlay / compare page here. And it's going to ask us which one we want to use as our overlay. So I'm going to select this Addenda 3 drawing here and make sure to select the actual drawing page, not the file itself. And then I'm going to say select overlay. Now, the first time you do this, it might take a little bit of time to render the overlay. So the drawing has to be extracted, the background's removed, properly formatted for overlay here. So this can take a little bit of time to render. And so we'll let it go here for a moment. It can take up to about a minute or so. And there we go. We now have our overlay in here, and we can zoom in and out. And what you'll see is over here, you can use your arrow keys to align it precisely. You can also drag it with your mouse. So you'll see we've got our overlay image generated here, and I can start to line this up. So if this was, by default, overlays will start in the top left corner. So this particular addenda replaced this entire drawing. But if it's a section of a drawing, you can simply drag it over to the room where it's supposed to be. And then you can line it up. But if you're a little bit off here, you can zoom in on the areas and precisely align them, and then use your keyboard arrow keys to pixel perfect align this. And then we can hit finish here, and you'll see that our takeoff comes back in, and we can start to look around this drawing and identify fairly quickly the changes in here that were made. So these were all changed to WX1s, so I can delete these out of my takeoff here, and then replace them with the WX1s. So I'll call this my WX1, and I will put this into this area here. There we go. And now I've updated this. When I'm done with the drawing comparison, I can leave this here. There's if I switch between other drawings and such and then come back to this one, it will still have that overlay embedded in there for me. But if I want to remove that, I can simply right click on it and select clear overlay. And this will remove that overlay and return it back to the base drawing. So this is drawing overlay in Paddabit Quantify.